Hey guys, this is RoniK95 here. Once again, I had to do another video discussion for today. That I haven't thought of doing something like this one before, which is, in case you are wondering and is aware, Silky Smooth for this as well. Well, excuse me. We're gonna be doing a discussion about DVDs with the snapper cases. That's right. And this is something that I have been thinking of doing a deep video like this one before. Hey, I've been doing a lot of my discussion videos that I have recently been doing in the past. This is the first time I'm going to do a discussion video on this one particularly. So, this beyond the topic of this, we're going to be talking about the DVDs with the snapper cases. You know, the ones that are these older DVD cases, like the ones that you have on here. Maybe in your those flapper case ones, particularly, like maybe in your DVD collection, like if you've seen those, maybe at Goodwill stores or flea markets or at a yard sale. You know what I'm talking about. That's the thing of how I can do this as well. Particularly, maybe I can talk for this kind of certain amount of topic as well, particularly. As far as I know as well, particularly, I have wanted to come for the thing as well. Particularly with whatever I can come to the thing of that as well. Still, that's basically the old ones on here. If you have a movie title on DVD, on the flapper case, the snapper case ones, let's get to the selves that range from New Line Cinema to Warner Home Video, as well as other ones in general are out there as well. Every other one of them as well. Let's take a note, for example, for this as well. I have some DVDs with snapper cases I have right here. Let's take a note for that. Like, say, I have this copy of Samurai Jack on DVD I have right here. This is the pilot movie, but this also included a 22-minute bonus episode of the series on here. Yeah, because this was only like $1 when I got this at a library book sale back in 2018 for only $1. Yeah, not bad though. This considered the fact of how I come by for this, particularly of what I can do for this. If you bought, first of them came DVDs. Before those came with DVDs with snapper cases. Well, then came regular DVD cases as well, particularly, as from what I understand, particularly. Yeah, because this has gotten to the thing of that as well, particularly, because I have been doing these kinds of videos like this in the past, though, as well. Another ones like this as well. Especially if you have bought a film on there, on the DVD, and then you have it in one of those snapper cases on here. Like, say something I have. Like, hold on. Okay, so, like, for example, like I have this copy of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is the special edition, the widescreen edition on DVD that I have right here. So, you open this up. It shows you the scene indexes on here, which I'm thinking there's only 40 chapters on here, particularly. Yeah. Yeah, most of this as well. If only it was like my DVD copy of Ladyhawke and Blazing Saddles, which I have them right here in my DVD collection I have, a Blu-ray collection as well. like most Blu-ray releases, I'm not sure if there was ever a snapper cases on Blu-rays, which there's no attempt for that. But I'm guessing, well, back then for those snapper cases on the DVDs, this was like only back in the, like, I believe 97 on here. On there, as particularly from what I can understand why. Which I can learn over the fact, particularly, of how I can discover on there as well. And yeah, let's say for example, like I have this copy of the Animatrix. It's right there in my anime collection, in between Akira and Appleseed. It's in my collection though, but I cannot pull it out because it's all hobbled together with where I can make some more room for more anime, the front and back particularly, just to prevent like lack of shelf space in this particular collection as well, once I get more in the future. But that'll be a subject for another time. Anyways, back to this whole thing on this as well. I do have some anime on DVD with these snapper case ones. Let's see if I have some in my anime collection. Oh yeah, I think I do have some in my anime collection though. Which I'm thinking that's the one that I have right here. If I could remember that as well. Let's say, for example, like I have this copy of MD Geist. This is the director's cut one, which also includes the MD Geist Death Force DVD. However, this is available in a snapper case on here, which is like the little reminiscent to these home video releases from New Line Cinema and Warner Home Video snapper case DVD releases on here. Except there's only 20 chapters on here. In case you're wondering why. Because I never knew that this is pretty much of how I could find DVDs, the ones with these snapper cases on here, particularly. But I do have some under movies on DVDs with the snapper cases from Warner Home Video. Let's see, I have some on there. Aside from the other ones I've shown you as well, particularly. Because that's considering the fact of how I can do this as well. Yeah. And not only that, there are some more. Because there is a certain movie that I have that's on DVD in these like older snapper case releases. Which I think I have. These are the two I have right there as well. You never know. You could, especially like these leather-bound. I wasn't sure if they're leather-bound DVD cover ones that are the ones in these like snapper case DVDs on here. But there's not only that, but there's more that I have on DVD. I think I got another one of a certain movie under Warner Home Video that I have on DVD on those old snapper case ones as well. Because those are the older DVD ones as well. So, especially, but I do have some in the back. Like, there's some more ones I found, like back here, as far as I know, as particularly as what I have. I think I found this one. As well, and I understand why. However, there was another edition of Detroit Rock City on DVD, which, take for example, as far as I know, because, which I'll get to mention in just a moment. Let's take a note on here, for example, on some DVDs with those snapper cases on here. Because Because I have some under Warner Home Videos on DVDs with those snapper cases. Like I have this copy of Ladyhawke on DVD. This is the 1997 Warner Home Video release on DVD from 1997 on DVD. Because this is the one in its original snapper case that I have right here. Which I think this has production notes and the theatrical trailer and the movie recommendations on there included as well. Because the production notes was never included in the Blu-ray release from Warner Archive as well. Same goes with other ones on their Blu-ray that I have right here. Like I say, I have this copy of Blazing Saddles on DVD. This one has production notes and theatrical trailer as well on the DVD. Which is another 1997 Warner Home Video release on DVD thus far, as what I can find as well. Yeah. However, for the DVD of Ladyhawke, you open this up. Yeah, this only has 31 chapters on here as well. Pretty soon I will cover these flipper disc DVDs at some point. And there. However, this DVD of Blazing Saddles, on the other hand, on here, 25 chapters on this particular one that I have right here as well. But this did came with a DVD regional coding on here. Wow. In case you didn't notice on that. With the care tips on here. Oh. That's what happens when you get this copy of Blazing Saddles on DVD as well. However, I have some other movies that well, there are many obvious other movies that include more special offers on DVDs on these snapper cases. Like, say, I have this copy of Space Jam on DVD. I think this DVD is also a 1997 Warner Home Video release on DVD, if I'm correcting, if I'm right about, yeah, because I'm thinking it's a 1997 DVD release on here. However, this did came with this booklet like there, as what I can tell on here. There are some other titles from New Line Cinema and Warner Home Video on here. I think this also includes the Blade Runner Director's Cut DVD available on the snapper case on there also. And as well as other movies like Camelot, as well as Goodfellas and the Lethal Weapon movies on these DVD releases with the snapper cases on here. Yeah. And I think it's under the list of titles on there. It says Ladyhawke, which I already have it on DVD, as well as Blazing Saddles as well. I think I got those recently, though. I had to check through more availability titles. There's other ones I need, like Risky Business and Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Menace to Society. I need to get Menace to Society as well. However, there was a DVD release of Mortal Kombat on the snapper case from New Line Cinema, but I do have it on Blu-ray, by the way. But I need to get Purple Rain and Rumble in the Bronx. But I'll pick... Okay, it's either that or upgrade Rumble in the Bronx on Blu-ray would do. So, and there's the movie Selena. That's another movie I need to check out. However, there is the old edition of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory under the 1997 Warner Home Video release on DVD with the cover like this that was used for the VHS on there also as well. And there's also the original director's cut of The Wild Bunch on DVD as well. Yeah. Because there are many obvious home video releases on these snapper cases from both Warner Home Video and New Line Cinema. There's many obvious ones as well. And there's also this as well. Because I never knew this has that as well. Because it's part of these special offer ones as well, if I'm not mistaken. And this also included this as well, just like that I have on my Blazing Saddles DVD. However, on the Space Jam DVD in the snapper case, there's only 38 chapters on here, in case you see on there as well. However, this one also did got a Blu-ray release, and now it's available on the 4K Ultra HD release on here, as given as far as I know, which I ever come by on those DVD releases from both New Line Cinema and Warner Home Video as well. However, first came before there we had the snapper case DVDs, then came regular DVD cases. Like, say I have, for example, like I have this copy of Detroit Rock City, because I'm using this for example. This was also available in the other edition on DVD in this snapper case one, in case you're wondering why as well. And also, however, there are many obvious snapper case DVDs on here that has a fold-out thing on here, like a digipack, like this on here. Let's take a note, for example, like I have this copy of The Matrix on DVD, because this one has a fold-out thing on the snapper case DVD on here that I was going to show you. Hold on. Like this as well. There's some more on here. There's 38 chapters. Yeah, because, well, what can you do? Particularly, there's a whole bunch of them on DVDs with the snapper cases out there. However, overall, this DVD of The Matrix is the 2001 Warner Home Video release. However, this movie was released in 1999, but it was released on DVD in 2001. This is an interesting fact. And this is your typical 2001 Warner Home Video DVD release in a snapper case, despite that The Matrix was released in theaters in 1999. That's why. However, there are many, unlike many obvious DVD releases from Warner Home Video that were released in 97, like I have these copies of Lady Hawks, Space Jam, and Blazing Saddles. These are the 3 Warner Home Video DVD releases with the snapper cases. Those are the ones that were released in 1997 as well, as if I come across for this as well. In case you're wondering why as well, because there are most of these, like, another ways of how you're discovering some of these DVD editions on here. Because I'm going to have to put these back on the shelf, though, as far I can understand why for that as well. Well, there's still, because we haven't seen DVD releases that are available in those snapper cases these days on there. Well, there's a whole bunch of them out there. Well, you get what I mean as well. Particularly. For that reason, though. Yeah, even though I did mention Space Jam, which it does remind me, I gotta get back to rewatch that movie, because I have a list of movies I have yet to rewatch as well. Yeah, because that reminds me, I gotta get back into the rewatching a movie as well. Because I have a lot of movies to binge watch on here something you want to do as well. Yeah, you get what I mean as well. Hold on. So, I think the DVD of Ladyhawke goes in between another edition of Ladyhawke that I just recently upgraded to the Blu-ray from Warner Archive. I still just kept the original DVD release, which is, I think, that was the 1997 Warner Home Video DVD release in the snapper case on here. Because I just still kept it as well, just for the collecting example of this as well. Because that's the whole point of this as well. And that's how I'm giving the points of that, for some of the obvious reasons. So yeah. I mean, the Blu-ray might have used the box, the cover, not necessarily box in general. If I can compare the DVD, because I'm going to use an example for this as well, particularly of how I can do this as well. Like, for my copy of Ladyhawke on the DVD, I mean, I wasn't sure, because the Blu-ray cover is a lot more different than the other edition of Ladyhawke on DVD that I have from 1997. This is the Blu-ray that I just upgraded as well, because I have been recently wanting to get into the whole thing on upgrading movies to Blu-rays, because despite that, the Blu-rays have more better quality than the DVDs were back in these days as well. But then again, I just wanted to know for this as well, because, yeah, I guess you can call that a good example of that as well. And for them, I still think that the most part is that I have been realized for that as well, because we haven't seen any of those DVD releases these days at that part as well. And I still have some other home video releases on the DVD with the snapper cases on here as well. Let's say, like, I have this copy of The Perfect Storm on DVD. Let me see. This is a 2000 Warner Home Video release on DVD. Yeah, you open this up on here. I'm still thinking there's only 39 chapters on this DVD. Yeah, I have never actually saw this movie, but I'll put that on my plan on watch list on there. I mean, most of my DVDs were unwatched. Most of them I watched. Most of them I have to rewatch on their movies on there, because that's the whole thing on there as well. So I just thought particularly of how I wanted to do this as well. Well, because most of them I have for insurance and for the internet as well. And as you can see, because most of the DVDs I had from the collection, some of them in these DVD Tower ones, behind is a lot of random miscellaneous ones. No specific. If you want to check for any more availability ones, it doesn't take all fucking day to go through every one of them as well. Well, the most of the ones, it's kind of acquaintance thing for how I wanted to do this. And most of the thing of that, because I have most of this as well. Even though, as from what I understand, for the fact of how I can learn, particularly of how I want to know, I still figure the way of that as well. But not only that, I just wanted to say is that I have been discovering on DVD releases that are in snapper cases. I feel There's still some on anime on there, but there's only a little bit of them. But these DVD releases in snapper cases focused on are mostly on movie titles on there, especially from New Line Cinema and Warner Home Video as well, especially like in the late 90s and early 2000s. Particularly, if I could come for the fact as well, particularly of what I can think for that as well. I mean, there are many a obvious one as well. As ever came to any of this, as far as I know, as what I can think for all of that as well. Excuse me. Sorry I was a little tired because at least I haven't got any good night's sleep just yet, but I usually do that as well. Particularly for the whole assurance kind of feel of what I can do this as well. It's nothing ever, no specific thing. If you ever want to look for a certain title on DVD, especially whether it's in a regular DVD cases or in those snapper case DVD ones on here, especially the ones from under movie titles from both New Line Cinema and Warner Home Video, because New Line Cinema has finally now merged with Warner Brothers. That's the thing of what I can understand for what I can know for my knowledge as well. And that's the whole point of this, as from what I can understand for the fact of what I can do as well. And that's from what I can know as well. Most of those under Warner Home Video on these DVD releases in 1997, I think this was still around the time when there were still, back then, when there were still VHS tapes back in the day as well. Even though despite I have not been buying that much VHSs, because I haven't been buying any VHSs in a while. Well, back in 2006 or 7, I used to collect a lot of VHS tapes. I think I used to have like a ton of VHS tapes back in the day, because I have been buying these VHS. Well, it turns out it takes up lack of space in the house as well. But I think I've gotten rid of most of them before DVDs and Blu-rays take over. But nowadays, I have is collecting mostly are DVDs, and now I'm starting getting into the whole collecting on Blu-rays as well. And for the VCDs as well, particularly from what I can understand for that as well. So that's going to be it for my discussion about my little guide to DVD releases on these snapper cases for today's discussion video for today, you guys. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. This is the first time I wanted to talk about a discussion about how I'm showing you these guide to these DVD releases with those snapper cases. That's why, which I haven't thought of doing one like this before until now. That's why. Hope to subscribe for more content on my Anime Planet Patreon. AniList links will be in the description down below. If you want to check out my AniList, link will be in the description down below. If you want to go check it out, especially if you're new to my channel, because I'm starting getting into the Blu-rays and DVD collecting. That's why. Especially if you're new to my channel as well. Smack the notifications, smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below on this video if you like as well. Just let me know. And also be sure to click on the subscribe button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new to my channel as a newcomer, especially if you're watching the channel. Smack the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates on here, just to keep you notified and just to keep you updated as well. I have been making these videos a lot, though. I might as well take some rest on here, because I have been doing these videos, that's why. This is RoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Hope you have a great day. This is RoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos. Take care.